Hi everybody, welcome to a new vlog. I woke up a little early today because I need to get some drawing and paintings done. Before that, I'm just drinking some hot water because winters are going on, so I have to keep myself warm. A quick little ASMR for you guys. Right now, I'm just enjoying my slow morning. Yeah, I love slow mornings, taking my time, checking upon my socials. Also, I am a computer science student, so I need to get my studies done before I actually pursue what I love, that is art. For the rest of the day, I completed my studies, and during night, I do my hobbies and take out some time for my hobbies. So yeah, right now I'm just scrolling through Pinterest for some inspiration and to decide the theme of the poster that I want to create. I wanted the poster to look more elegant, so this is what I am going with. You'll see in the upcoming part of the video. Also, the next month, that is on January, I'm planning to launch so many things. Before also, I've launched many sticker sets and posters. The posters that I've launched recently, you can check them out on my Instagram or also under the YouTube shorts. But yeah, these posters were very good, and yeah, I completed a few orders for my stickers, but I wanted to work on posters more because I just really love the concept of sticker posters. By the way, I'm switching on tablets for my paintings and drawings, like basically sketching, and I'm not using the traditional methods, though I use them a lot, but I find it very convenient and quick to use and to draw on a tablet or any electronic device instead. So yeah, I did worked on the poster for now, but yeah, it's too late. I'm just going into the balcony and relaxing a bit, and then I'm off to sleep. Also, I'm thinking of trying to make some homemade cold porcelain clay charms. You'll see them in the next vlog, upcoming vlogs. So in the last video, I talked about making some homemade cold porcelain clay because I wanted to try my hands on making some clay charms and clay keychains or whatever the things are. So in this video, let's make some homemade cold porcelain clay together. So I have watched many tutorials on YouTube, and finally I've decided to try my hands on making these. Wish me luck because I'm not using any non-stick utensil. I'm using the simple plain utensil that is not non-stick. So I think it's going to be a difficult process for me. So first of all, I started off by taking the ingredients, that is corn flour, some coconut or any kind of colorless oil, fevicol and vinegar to add as a preservative. And then I mixed all these components together and removed any of the lumps that were formed and made a smooth flowy paste out of it. You simply just have to add each component one by one. I added the fevicol and the oil first, and then I went with corn flour, and then I went with vinegar. I mixed it thoroughly, and here's the paste. The consistency of the paste looks like. Also, I'm a little scared because I'm not using any non-stick utensil. I do have non-stick utensils, but they are all flat, so I need something to store the clay properly so that I can mix it. I'm just using the normal one. This is how the consistency of the batter should look like. After that, I'm just cooking it on slow, the slowest heat settings that I have, so that it does not overheat. I'm just mixing it thoroughly from every corner and every area of the utensil. You need to make sure that the clay does not stick to the utensil. You have to constantly stir it well. After a few seconds of stirring it well, your clay will stick to itself and form like a ball. That time you have to make sure the clay does not stick to your hand. As soon as the clay becomes a little bit thick and come together, you can remove the clay from the utensil and just put a little bit of corn flour and knead it thoroughly. It is going to be hot, so you have to be careful, and you can add little bit more of a corn flour if it's too sticky, and but make sure that you knead it well until it becomes white. And it does not stick. And in the end, to test out the clay that if it's perfect or not, you can perform the teardrop test. And once you pass the teardrop test, you have to store the clay in an airtight container into a plastic wrap. And yeah, you can store it. You have to store it for 24 hours to 48 hours, and then after that your clay is ready to be used. Hi everybody, welcome back to the late night sculpting session. This is my first time working with homemade cold porcelain clay. Here I am just writing down what I need to get done today's late night session. Little innocent me is writing things that she want to make today, but in the end you'll know that I end up making something else. But yeah, it turned out pretty well and I was very happy with the results. I originally wanted to sculpt a strawberry cake, but I ended up making a strawberry pancake instead. But I'm fine with the results because it turned out to be pretty well. Here I'm just drawing how I want the rough sketch of my cake to look like. By the way, this is and I made this cool porcelain clay at home and it turned out pretty well. I did not expect this to be this good at my first try, but yeah. So I'm just warming up the clay using my hand, using my body heat. So I'm just gonna warm it up and then I'm just gonna take the required amount and put the rest back into the plastic sheet. Since I do not have any professional colors or like the required colors that we need to color the clay, so I'm just playing around with my watercolors. And one thing I've realized is that once you add the colors to the clay starts to dry real quick. And this is the reason I got panicked and I did not make what I wanted. Instead, I just went around and randomly made what I got in my mind, and I was just like, I don't want the clay to be waste and I don't want the clay to dry up before I make something. So that is why I made the trinket dish and a strawberry pancake. By the way, these turned out really good as per my expectations. I was not thinking that I would be able to make something, but it turned out pretty well. So here is how the strawberry pancake turned out. It's so cute. I really like the topping at the top that I have added, and I just feel like I could eat it. And I was really waiting for the moment when I would glaze it with some shiny coat. And yeah, that's it. The next step, here I was trying to make a cat, but the clay was all really drying up quickly, so I was not able to make it. I decided to make something else. So I instantly got an idea to try for a trinket dish, and here is the trinket dish that I make, and it turned out really pretty. I never expected it to be this good. And I swear you guys, this was the most random idea that I got at the moment because I was panicking and I didn't want the clay to go waste. Finally, when the trinket dish was completed, I left all the charms that I made to dry, and the next day I added onto some details. The final reveal of the trinket dish will be soon. So yeah, that was all for today's vlog. I hope you might have enjoyed it. Do let me know in the comments how do you like it, and if you want to know about my previous launches, Do follow us on Instagram at the rate of underscore tangerine. And yeah, love you all. See you guys in the next vlog. Bye bye.